Hey, I'm Matthew Lewin, the 2019 Australian Barista Champion, heading off to the World Barista Championship in Boston very soon, very excited. I'm up here at Barista Technology in Burleigh Heads in the Gold Coast, focusing on workflow today. We're looking at the eye milk, the puck press, and the perfect mousse. So let's get into it. So I'm going to attempt making 10 coffees without any assistance of automation. So no puck press, no eye milk, no perfect mousse. I'm going to go for it. Okay. So many steps in making coffee. Making sure my weight is correct, distributing it with my hand. I hope I get that right. And 22 is great. Okay, tamping. I've always found it challenging to do this the same consistently. I hope I get that right as well. Okay. And beautiful. And here we go again. And again, just distributing with my hand. I hope that that was the same. And I hope that, well, no, that hasn't worked out too well. All right. My aim is to make good coffee, but it is always a challenge to do it the same way. All right, let's go get some milk. I'm going to fill it up to that line. Hope that that is good. Yeah, it's always hard to know that you're putting exactly the same amount of milk in the jug as well. A lot of watching what I'm doing. So I'm standing here, this is taking a really long time. It would be nice if I could be going off and maybe packing my shots again and doing other things. I've probably been here for around 20 seconds, almost 30 seconds just standing there. Okay, all right. And I only got 4 coffees out at the moment. All right. Hopefully I've got enough milk for all of these. Alright, coffee 1. There we go. Coffee 2, here we go. Some flat whites here. Coffee number 2. Slowest barista in the world, aren't I? Third flat white. There we go. And number 4. Hope I've got enough milk here. Actually, I didn't weigh it out, so I'm not sure if that's going to be the right amount, but we'll give it a go. Okay, 4th one down, some wastage there, we'll get rid of that. And I will go again, 4 down, couple more to go. Looking for that 22 grams. There we go. Yep. Oops. Once again, just probably doing that a little different the way than I did it before. Yeah. And definitely tamping a little bit different. All right, here we go. We'll go a few more cups. Yep. 22, lucky with that one, which is nice. Yeah. And I think just moving that around with my hand is always feels like it's a little bit different. Okay. And again, having to take the lid off the milk, just little things that are probably slowing me down unnecessarily. And then back to that position where I already know I'm going to be here for another 30 seconds. So already that'll be up to 1 minute of standing around and not being able to go and do other things. So essentially being a lot more inefficient than I probably could be, which is not great when you're when you're busy and you need to serve customers faster. Take my cups and my cups. All right, here we go. Flat white number 5. Number 6. Nice simple hearts. Yeah. Number 6. Number 7. Even that milk texture I think was a little hotter. Took my eyes off the ball. And slightly different foam as well to my first big jug that I did before. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, isn't it, about consistency. If you're not perfect when you're manually doing it, you're probably going to get different results, especially from person to person, even with me doing it myself. Okay, and that is the flat white, number 8. Last 2. Manually having to rinse as well and just move things around. This feels like a lot more unnecessary movement than I need to be doing. That tamper, alright. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff stuck to that. Looking for that 22, it's a little heavy. Yep, and then again just trying to create that nice even bed, but Every time I've probably done that a little bit different. Yeah, not as much confidence in that tamping of mine that way, but and we'll finish with some lattes. Okay. Last bit of milk out of the milk bottle there, lid back on top. Yeah, right now I could be, instead of steaming this, I could be cleaning my area, or I could be doing some other bits and pieces as well. I did notice my shots were a little bit inconsistent, and I think from my different tamping and my different dosing as well. Lattes are always the real test because you can see the foam level, so we'll see how I go. Milk looks maybe a little thin, maybe a little hot, but we'll see how it goes. Coffee number 9. Yeah, I think I just over bubbled that milk a little bit. It's a shame. Alright, coffee number 10. And yeah, unfortunately that second one's a little thin. Rinse my jugs. That's 10 coffees, all me, manually done. There you go. Yeah, a lot of a lot of parts there where I would have loved to have been doing other things. Tested my milk stretching ability. I definitely felt like some different consistencies in foam, different inconsistencies in temperature as well, and evident there with the latte. 10 minutes and 45 seconds. So there you go. And we're going to make 10 coffees now with our fully automated system, and I'm excited to see how it goes. Let's begin. We've got the iMilk dosing our milk. Fantastic. Okay, straight on to the perfect mousse. Let's begin things. Yes, lovely. We've got the OCD for that perfect distribution. The puck press for that perfect tamp. Always moving, always consistently. Perfect. This is so cruisy and lovely. Okay. I've got my shots on, I've got my milk steaming. I could be texturing another milk, making sure my customers are okay. Yeah, lovely. Nice little purge, wipe, perfect. My first set's ready. And away we go. Let's go first, flat white down. There we go. Second one down. Once again, knowing that I've got the time up my sleeve straight away, focusing on quality, focusing on my customers in front of me. My last 2 cups here for my first set, which is great. And so relaxed, making sure each pour is spot on. Straight away, a rinse. There we go. ready for my next coffee while I'm still pouring. Again, always something happening. Fourth one down. Beautiful. Straight back up, I'm going to load again. Handles out. And I want that right on. Perfect. Little rinse. Perfect. Nice little repeat system now. Got my OCD, just ensuring that distribution nice and even. Shots on. And again, repeat. I think what's nice about it is the balance of workflow. Getting more done, less worrying, less stress. Everything's pouring. Again, if I need to do more milk, how are my customers going? It's great. Perfect, cups are ready. Flat white number 5. Just focusing on that quality, focusing on that consistency. My other shots are still pouring over there, which will be perfect timing just as I'm finishing this 6th cup. Beautiful. Just grab those. But all the time, making sure the coffee's good, making sure my customers are happy. Number 7, lucky last. And we can rinse again straight away. We've got something happening. Got the iron milk taking care of that while I'm pouring. There we go. Off, the last one. Some more milk. Glass handle out. Perfect. On my little split jug. Coming back over, always moving. Perfect distribution. Puck press, where would I be without you? And lattes to go. And again, now I've got time to clean up, just making sure everything's nice and clean. I know the milk's taken care of, I know the shots are on. All those finer details that I couldn't quite get to before. Shots, perfect. And our last coffees, making sure everyone's good. I'm actually very excited to see the time difference between my manual approach and my fully automated. It's been a joy actually using all these wonderful products to make coffee making so streamlined. Beautiful. Happy days. 6 minutes. Wow. It's an incredible amount of difference between manually working and you feel like you're working. You're straining to tamp correctly, even with my experience. Not just straining, but making sure it's consistent. Being at the milk jug and having to be there for 30 seconds with a big jug of milk, the inability to keep moving and keep things hot and fresh together to be able to serve at a more consistent, connected temperature. So I think not only quality and speed, but the consistency and the actual joy of being engaged in the process and having the ability to engage with customers, make sure the quality and make sure those details are all done correctly. Minimal stress, maximum efficiency. So I think the results speak for themselves. So guys, this finished up a really fun day at Barista Technology up here at Burleigh Heads in the Gold Coast, and what an eye-opening day about automation impacting workflow on so many levels. I've actually been blown away to see how elements can combine to change every element of our workflow in a positive way. I've seen how grinder on top of puck press is perfect for ergonomics and workflow. We've got the OCD, we've got the perfect mousse, we've got the iMilk, all of them combining to not only create faster, efficient service, to create greater consistency through every part of the coffee making process. I can see instantly waste reduction, I can see cost improving for businesses. I've had a cafe in the past and wasn't fortunate enough to have this type of technology and setup. If I had a cafe now, this is exactly the setup I would have in there. Every step of the way, a connected system that created consistency, that created more speed and more opportunity to not only enjoy making coffee, but make fantastic coffee and focus on my customers, focus on my business. So I think it's the way of the future, and I hope that you guys have fun exploring it just so I have as well.